Customers aren't good at knowing what they need. Humans aren't good at knowing what they need or even want. So this is the part of the process that you validate the solution you are working on is actually valuable, instead of waiting until the grand reveal. I mentioned the entire mindset isn't linear. It also means when you get to this point, you're not done. You're just getting started. Throughout the build process, you should be finding ways to validate that what you are creating is meaningful and clear. Validating with your customers and with your internal teams, wherever reasonable. Again, there are many shades of this. A small feature release that's going to take 2 weeks to build is vastly different than one that you might be working on over the next year. Similarly, software is vastly different than hard goods, but the basic concepts apply. If you don't have something to show the customer to validate, I recommend revisiting the market validation or customer discovery portions. You don't want the market to move on while you're heads down building. In the case of In-N-Out, it meant giving them a very manual way to test our solution, to do the minimal amount to validate we could meet their needs. It took us a few weeks and we were able to validate that with them, confirm that they'd find value, and then invest in the heavier lifting to get them an automated solution. Similarly, I think we're all aware the pandemic gave a lot of companies a reason to try out something new. I recently heard Gibson Biddle, a former VP of product at Netflix, tell the story of Netflix Party. Everyone recognized people were going to be looking for ways to connect in these unprecedented times, and Netflix has a culture of innovation. So they moved quickly to identify what features or services could be created that aligned with their vision of being the world's best entertainment company. They decided what success would look like and found a quick way to test the market, and they launched Netflix Party. Many of you are probably unfamiliar with it, because if you blinked, you missed it. Their test failed by their standards, and they weren't afraid to walk away. They invested the minimum necessary to test their hypothesis, and then they moved on. That's just as important as knowing you need testable chunks, the willingness to adjust your course based on what you learn. So here are some processes to look at if you're looking to improve the testable stage. Back to product development, but specifically Agile. Agile is not about ceremonies. It is about moving forward efficiently with the right space for learning, adapting, and even ripcords. Don't let Agile just disguise waterfall. If you have no room for defining learning moments, revisit your product development processes.